Here's a short video explaining how to structure logical arguments using Modus Ponens. I call it circular reasoning because we'll be using Venn diagrams. Let's jump right in. We know that all polar bears are carnivores. Niva from the Columbus Zoo is a polar bear. Therefore, Niva is a carnivore. This argument is valid. We say this is valid and an inclusive valid argument because the word all indicates a global condition or description. Let's look at another example. People who carry umbrellas are expecting rain. Mary Poppins carries an umbrella. Therefore, Mary Poppins is expecting rain. This is an interesting argument because even though we have a false individual statement, what about all those umbrellas on the beach? We still have a valid argument. Furthermore, it's valid and an inclusive argument because the word people would indicate all persons. Let's keep going. If you walk to school, then you probably live nearby. Unicorns walk to school. Hence, unicorns probably live nearby. This is another interesting case because we have a nonsensical statement as part of our argument. Still, it's a valid argument, and in particular, it's an implicative valid argument because we're using an if-then statement. So, one of the morals of the story is that valid arguments can be made whether individual statements are true, or false, or even nonsensical or unknowable. What's important for the overall argument is the structure. Validity is achieved when an element is part of the premise subset, because that means it would naturally and obviously also belong to the conclusion. So, is there ever a time when an argument is not valid? If you give a mouse a cookie, then he will want some milk. Ulrich the mouse wants some milk. With this information, we could place Ulrich inside the subset of cookie, but we could just as easily mark Ulrich's spot inside the larger circle, but outside the smaller. We can't really tell if Ulrich was given a cookie. Here's a situation where the structure of the argument leads to an unresolved question: whether or not Ulrich belongs inside the cookie circle. Because we cannot draw a definite conclusion, this implicative argument is invalid. And now we've truly reached the end.